Just wanted to show you a few things here. The sun went in a little bit, so things are a little bit better for me to see and for you to see. This is a high wheel cultivator that I picked up at a junk shop, and I think it's a Planet Junior. I'm not sure, but you can see that it's got 5 tines, which are removable and adjustable. There are plowshares that are available for this, and I had to take this all apart and scrape it down and wire wheel it and sand it and paint it. And it took a couple months because it was cold out when I started working on it, and then I forgot how to put it back together, because there are probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, probably a dozen or more parts, and I forgot how to put it back together again until I found pictures of it on the computer, and then I fandaggered a way to put it back together again. So but it is a great little tool, and it saves a lot of hoeing, a lot of cultivating time. You can just walk along. If you got row crops, it's even better. So what I did here before it started raining 5 days ago was I cultivated this entire plot and got rid of the majority of the weeds that were sprouting up. And I'm going to show you, particularly in the corners here. I'm going to zoom in and see those little weed seedlings. And this whole plot, about 10 by 24 plot, is just filled with millions of little weed seeds. And that's what I wanted to happen. And unfortunately, I have not had a good sunny warm day in order to dry the ground out, because you want to till these in and interrupt their growth cycle, and they will die. But you got to do it while they're still very young, otherwise some of them might try to hang on. And you want to till down or cultivate down at least 2 or 3 inches. I like to go down about 4 or 5 inches. You bust up the crusty soil with the cultivator, or you can use a hand hoe. You can do it with a hand hoe, but you got to go down a few inches. Number one, you want to break up the crust and allow these weed seedlings to be exposed, the roots especially, to be exposed to the sunshine during the day, and they will quickly dry up. And in addition, you're bringing up more weed seeds. And you rake this flat, and in the course of anywhere between 5 days and 2 weeks, more seedlings will show up. And at that time, you basically do the same thing. And it's helpful, if you're in a dry spell, to water the soil. Don't soak it in real good. Just water the surface, and that will help the weeds that are on the surface of the soil to sprout. And then when they about anywhere between an inch or something like that high, you just go over it with the cultivator again, or the hoe, down to about 4 inches depth, and you destroy the top layer of growing seedlings, and you bring up some more seed. And since normal soil is full of weed seeds, you need to do this. I mean, it takes a while, but it's the cheapest, and it's the least, or actually I should say, it's the most ecologically friendly method of dealing with weeds. And then at that point, you can sow your onions and your stuff like that, although it's too late in the season to do that. But what I'm going to put in here is rutabaga and lettuce and other late crops that can be left in the ground. Maybe even some beets and carrots, who knows. But in the cold months, I'm going to put my greenhouse plastic on my frame here, and hopefully with the help of some row cover during the colder snaps, I'll be able to continue to harvest things like lettuce and spinach, and I can allow my carrots to sit in the ground, and they won't grow, but they'll stay in the ground, and even the spinach will survive the winter. I mean, you can freeze that stuff solid as long as there's some snowfall. But anyway, that's what I've been doing here. I haven't been able to put up my fence stakes because number one, I've been hitting too many stones, and number two, every time I come out here and start swinging the hammer, it starts to rain. So I'm pretty stuck with that. But I do want to put up a fence, keep out the deer and the rabbits. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good day.